A true love of conservation demands two great passions. One is for nature, the second for people. A lifelong conservationist with a deep love for the environment, Allison Rockefeller is, and always has been, one of Audubon's great leaders.
She grew up in Putnam County, New York, where there were hiking trails, horseback riding, swimming. She could spend time on her own really exploring and really falling in love with nature.
As a teenager, she became actively involved with American Parkland Conservation, and in high school, volunteered with the Student Conservation Association, working in the backcountry of the North Cascades and Canyonlands National Parks.
Her experience in 1975 as a 15-year-old teenager out in Utah changed her life and helped direct her to where she now is.
Inspired by her introductory work with the SCA, Allison took these experiences and transformed them into what would soon become her life's work. She became SCA's first alumnus to ever serve as chairman of its board.
Allison is now on SCA's National Council, and her enthusiasm and contributions to the Student Conservation Association have been extraordinary.
She has let us become our own people, but the one requirement has been for us to do a crew with the Student Conservation Association. So we have, and I think it's been one of the most important things we've done in our lives.
Outside of her involvement with the SCA, Allison also founded Cornerstone Parks, designed to create a network of parks from the more than 200,000 abandoned gas stations across the United States. Allison's passion for the environment has permeated through her work at the national, regional, and community levels.
Allison is a commissioner of the New York City Parks region, and she understands the importance of the environment to our human health, happiness, social welfare, to our economy.
She's had just an incredible impact on all different segments of the conservation movement.
From working under 4 governors in New York State, from her being involved here in the city, and her obvious involvement with National Audubon.
She has the ability to create a compelling narrative because it's coming from who she is as a person.
She wants to share it with everybody. She wants everybody to understand the need for this connection and to then step up as the next generation of stewards.
As a young conservationist, Allison quickly identified the fundamental connection between women and the natural world, and throughout her career, strived to instill her love of the environment in the women around her.
Allison invented the Rachel Carson Awards. Allison's ambition was the thing that created Women in Conservation, and it's an extraordinary event for Audubon.
In 2007, Allison became the founding chair of the National Audubon Society's Women in Conservation program, whose mission is to recognize the stature of women environmental leaders, promote women's roles in the conservation movement, and inspire young women in environmental careers and activism.
This is the only program that celebrates women in conservation in the country. It really is a community.
She feels that women have been left behind in this field as in many other fields. And women can have a huge role, and it isn't can, we have to.
She believes deeply in using symbols to convince the world that we can do, we can achieve, and that's what this does.
Allison's passionate about conservation and about Audubon, and she wanted a way to express that. And the Rachel Carson Awards was a brilliant idea and a great example of Audubon's ambition.
Her leadership and commitment through Women in Conservation makes us a better organization as a result. Our programs are deeper, they're broader, and it's through Allison's leadership and vision that that has happened.
Allison has helped foster a countrywide community of women to share knowledge, build political influence, and create a necessary and significant platform for women in the environmental movement. For Allison, a perfect balance of leadership ability and undying passion is the key to her continued influence and inspiration.
Allison is one of the most charming, attractive, dedicated, passionate young women who is so enthusiastic about the environment and about people and as to what people can do.
Everybody knows that Allison's just charming, and it's all about her ability to engage and to see people's interests and to let everybody know that she's listening hard to them.
Her vision and her leadership is inspiring for me. You know, I'm very lucky to have a partner like Allison leading such an important initiative for Audubon.
People are enthusiastic about what she's enthusiastic about. I think she leads with her enthusiasm, and that's infectious.
She's a bit like the Pied Piper, and it is wonderful to see. You just sort of want to come trotting along with Allison. Whatever way she says, sounds great, let's go for it.
You just want to follow, and you believe because she believes, and because she does succeed, you believe you can do it, we can do it together.
I think it really stems from both her leadership abilities, but really fundamentally from her deep love of nature.
Allison has a deep passion for the environment and belief that it is up to all of us to do something about it, to protect, preserve our land, our country, the earth for the future.